Yeah, so secret's absolutely nobody that racing games and fighting games are top tier. Like that's my bread and butter. That's basically all I play for the most part. I don't know if I'm gonna win every race, but I'm definitely gonna win every fight. Sometimes. Now, with that being said, I'm not really the biggest shit talker when it comes to that. Like if I win a couple times, best believe I'm on that nugget. But I really ain't the biggest, especially when it comes to racing. But if you started off first, like best believe I'm, like I said, I'm on your head with it. So that's basically what today's story is actually about. It's about me getting gifted a game I didn't have just to basically throw the hands with them, to basically prove my point, and some crazy stuff ended up happening after the fact just because of this. So let's go ahead, let's get into it, let's lock it. It is your boy Chuz. Appreciate y'all stopping by. I do story times on the daily. So if you enjoy the stories or you ever want to get your 2 cents, a 2-piece, you know, the comments is down there and open. I'm always looking. I'll be in there replying under all of them. So yeah, just let me know how you feeling. But yeah, like I said, let's go ahead, let's lock in and get into the story. Now look, it was a normal day. Your boy was doing what he usually doing, you know, sitting there eating something, you know, real big back activity inside the party chat, my bad, talking crap basically with your boys. You know, that's what you do when you basically get on the game. We wasn't playing nothing right at this second, you know, we was all just chilling, talking crap. So in the middle of talking crap, my boy Kali, he asked me, hey man, you got the Tekken that just dropped. Now I said, yeah, I do be playing fighting games, but I'm not really with buying every single fighting game. Like I'm big Dragon Ball Z man. It be, you know, it's certain fighting games I'm trying to play, and like some of them just kind of go under the radar. Tekken was just kind of something I only played if I ever popped up after movies back when they had little arcade stuff or whatever. So no, I'm not really the biggest Tekken player. But when I do play Tekken, I was always a king man. You know what I'm saying? But I tell them, I'm like, nah, I ain't really get it. I wasn't even thinking about grabbing it. Wow, what's up? What's going on with that? And he said, oh, well, me and, you know, our boy Suhaib, they just ended up grabbing Tekken. And my boy Ren was talking about getting it today. Nah, Kali and Suhaib, these are both friends. These are brothers, you know. Like I said, I fuck with them heavy. Ren, not so much. There's something wrong with him, but that's not my fault. But, you know, everybody can't be cool. You know what I'm saying? It's just like that. I don't make the rules. He always had like a tendency to be mad, to be crying about something for absolutely no reason at all. He making the biggest deal out of like nothing. It's crazy because like don't be playing no racing game with that man. He'll sit here for an hour and talk about how he should have got first place and he got second place just because the game was cheating or some BS like that. Always something with Ren. Got tired of hearing him. It was kind of a thing there, like we would kind of go back and forth. This is why I don't necessarily consider my man's. Definitely not a brother. This is too big of a cry baby. I don't really need it, but he real close to Kylie, so we put up with him for his sake. Anyway, back on to the topic. So Kylie like, you going ahead, you grabbing this Tekken. So in my head, I'm like, nah, not really, but I'm saying it because one, I don't really play Tekken, but I did look at the funds anyway. Your boy a little low, you know what I'm saying? And not a little low, really a lot of low. So Tekken ain't really Tekken just coming out, you know, that's a good $70 your boy just don't got. So I'm cool on it. And if I'm being 100% real with you, that ain't even the biggest problem as to why I can't play it. Trust me, it's already a big problem. But the biggest problem is I'm still on PS4. I never felt the need to switch over from the PS4 to the PS5 because I was using my PS4 for basically a YouTube player. That was it. Just come home from work, turn on my YouTube videos, or I'll be chilling in the party with them. This is something I still could have did on the PS4, you know what I'm saying? Just not really a big reason for me to go ahead and make that jump and switch. So I tell him this, you know what I'm saying? He already know the situation with me, you know, on the PS4 because we play every day. But obviously, you know, they go hand in hand. Like, look, man, I can't necessarily afford it right at this second. And he heard what I said. I know he heard what I said, but he ain't care nothing about what I just told him. Cause he take a pause, like basically a half a pause, and he go, I already got you, gang. I already sent the money. Go ahead and go get it from the store right now. I'm tired of you talking all this crap. We about to play some Tekken tonight, nigga. And I'm like, wait a minute. So I look down at my phone. Colleen sent me the money. He was not playing. Boy wanted the hands. He said, we all getting together tonight. We throwing the hands. Go get it right now. So truth be told, I really didn't have the $70. But at this point, I got to spend the $70 because Kylie just sent me more than 3 times that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, crap. Like, I gotta go at this point. I'm like, all right, it ain't even up to me. I guess I'm gonna have to beat some, I'm gonna have to put my hands on them on some Tekken. So I head up there to Target because that's the only spot that they say that they got it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not even about to mess around with these PS5s because even though it's a lot, around the time they was coming out, some time it went by. Even though when they had came out, it was hard to get your hands on that PS5. They was out there selling that $500 console for like $800-900 and stuff. Around this time, that was just starting to calm down, So I head up there to Target. I go ahead and I get the PS5 and I buy Tekken. Come back to the crib. Kylie called me right the second I'm getting back into the crib. Kylie called me talking about, did you pick up what was necessary? I'm like, come on, man. I went to go grab it. He said, all right, we on the night with it. I'm like, okay, cool. So it's always a thing with us talking crap, as far as us like playing the game, the little back and forth rivalry. Y'all know how it be, man. I don't gotta explain that. Y'all know exactly how it be. So I unplug the little PS4 or whatever, plug in the PS5, toss the PS4 in the closet to never be touched again. And I start, I download the game. It take a little second, but I start practicing, because I'm like, all right, then I already got that little head start or whatever. Let me see who I like. I might not even like King. Anytime I played Tekken, like I said, I was a little King main, and so he was the first person I went to. Ended up liking King because everybody know King be wrestling. Everybody else want to fight, King want to wrestle. So that's why I ended up going with King, practice with him. So when I got like nice and confident, I started going right back to my shit talking. Not gonna lie, I'm sitting here talking mess to all three of the boys. Now I'm talking mess to Ren, Kylie, and Suheb. Like, it's the second Suheb get off work, because that's basically what we was waiting on at this point. We all gonna go throw the hands. So about another hour, Suheb ended up getting off. Me and Kylie kind of just stalling time. The hour ended up going by real fast. Your boy Suheb get to the crib. Now the matches could finally start. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, Suheb, Kylie, myself, we're all evenly matched. I feel like I was a little bit better than Kylie, but Suheb, I didn't really know who was gonna take it. But for the most part, all of us was evenly matched. The problem came when Ren ends up joining into the picture. Me and Ren, we throw a couple matches. I won the majority of them. You know what I'm saying? Everybody said I won, and I just said, hey, well, Eddie's pretty easy. Everybody that play Tekken know how easy Eddie is. He gets in his attitude about this, and he starts crying. He's crying for like almost 2 hours about me just saying Eddie was easy. He said, you know what, I'm so done with you, Chubbs. This is why nobody likes to play the game with you. Just start hurling insults and crap like that. So me and him start to get into it, and I'm basically just telling him to shut up at this point because everybody tired of him crying. Like I said, we deal with him because of Kylie, but that's kind of it. And even Kylie was getting kind of sick of it. So me and him really got into it, and I ain't gonna lie, that was kind of it. Me and him really stopped talking after that. I mean, it is what it is, bro. I can't necessarily deal with crybabies. So if you gonna play fighting games, man, that's the majority. Look, that's the purpose of this story. If you gonna be playing fighting games, stop crying when you lose, man. Ain't nobody tell that man to start acting like that, mind you, man. He was talking crap just like everybody else. He ended up catching the hands and he just couldn't take it. Yeah, but for the most part, that's the whole story. I just kind of want to come out here and kind of talk about that. I, still think that was crazy. That was a while ago, but I still think that was pretty crazy. But, if you like that story, any similar hot heads, let me know down there in the comments. Appreciate it if you slap the like button. Yeah, I'll be back with it tomorrow for a whole nother story. See y'all with it.